As I reflect back over the last 23 years, I estimate that I've preached about 1,192 sermons and about 2,392 times of standing behind the pulpit on a Sunday morning. I've chaired about 276 governing board meetings and about the same number of elders meetings. I've had the joy of officiating 69 weddings and have experienced the grief of 92 families who have suffered the loss of a loved one. And I've also had the joy of embracing 230 babies whom mom and dad wanted to dedicate to God. Priceless honors and joy in my life. Dozens of times I've been asked to step into the most sacred inner circle of a married couple who are struggling through the challenges of living up to their marriage vows. And Susan and I know those challenges over the last 41 years of us trying to do the same. It's become increasingly clear to me over the last 18 months that the most important sermons I will preach from here on as pastor of Stonecrest with my 3 married children listening in may not involve any words. Susan's struggle with a cruel disease called inclusion body myositis has progressed over the last 16 years since diagnosis. She's proven to be the most courageous and joy-filled person I've ever met in my life. She amazes me with the attitude of joy which has increased over the years as her ability to provide self-care has decreased. Her life is the greatest blessing in mine, and I am so grateful for the honor of being her man. But it would appear to me that Susan needs me more now than she ever has before. I believe she needs me more now as her leader than Stonecrest Community Church needs me as her lead pastor. I believe there are several men who can lead this vibrant congregation to a better future, but there is no one better suited to lead Susan than me. I do not feel that I have to take care of her as my primary responsibility in life, but I do feel that I get to. Historical record would prove that over the last 41 years of our marriage, Susan has taken great care of me in our home, in our family, in our marriage, and in our ministry. For as many as we have left, I want every single day of every single year to have no distractions from me being able to express my love and appreciation to her through the care I hope to provide for her. To the rest of the world, Susan Haggerty may be just another lady, but to me, this lady is the world. It's become clear that Susan has daily needs now that no one can meet as well as I can. Therefore, it is my joy to choose that my daily priority from this day forward will be to meet as many of hers as I can. Stonecrest Community Church means the world to both her and me. We believe that Stonecrest needs a pastor who is Christ-focused, a visionary leader, and a man of courage who will not bend from any compromise from the pressures of any culture or person, as I have tried to be in the last 23 years of being pastor. To care for Susan properly and to allow the church to move forward victoriously, I feel I need to step aside from the lead pastor role of this church, and I plan to do so within the next several months leading into the year 2021. My last and most important challenge as lead pastor will be to work with the leadership team, the governing board, and the elders to transition this congregation well. These are not days for neither Susan nor I to grieve or mourn, nor for you. These are days for us to rejoice at the promises of God. He's been faithful to Susan and me. He has been faithful to Stonecrest Community Church. And I believe he has something bigger and better in store for Stonecrest Community Church than what we've ever known before. He will reveal the who, the what, the where, and the when of this congregation in direct proportion to the intensity with which we all seek his direction. I want to thank you very, very much for all of the support over the last 23 years as I've attempted to lead this congregation. And during the next months to come, throughout the year 2021, I ask that you join Susan and me as we give our very, very best effort in pursuit of God's direction for this exceptionally unique and God-honoring congregation. Will you please rally behind us? Will you come alongside and behind the elders and the governing board and the tremendous staff that you have hired as we listen very carefully for his still small voice which says, "This is the way, walk in it." To God be the glory. Great things he has done, and greater things I believe he will do as we seek his face together.